What's up, YouTube? Happy Friday, CHF here, bringing you another episode of Coaching Handheld Football, and the giveaway talked about in this video is sponsored by the EA Game Changers program, so thank you for that. And we basically got 3 days left in this giveaway, guys. Today, tomorrow, and then Sunday, so get your daily entries for the chance to win a player of your choice. As early Monday morning, I'm going to go into Gleam, have it choose a winner at random, and announce the winner in Monday's video. But we have got a ton to talk about today, guys, so this is going to be a long one. I apologize for that, but I promise it's going to be packed with a lot of fun and useful stuff. So earlier today, I did a reaction video for Madden Overdrive, the new season of Madden Mobile, which has been explained a little bit on the link on EA's site, where there's basically a new player versus player mode where you build up an overdrive meter in live player versus player matches, and you can spend that overdrive meter for various boosts to offense or defense. And, you know, there's a lot of new stuff in the game for next season to look forward to that we have never seen in Madden Mobile before. So a couple of things, guys, what we're going to see in this video. First, I want to tell you tomorrow night I am going to be doing my normal tournament stream at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then at 9 p.m., we are going to be doing something special. A couple of other game changers and myself are going to put together a roundtable format over on Carlton is Maddening, another channel that I am going to link in the description down below. But basically, come hang out at my stream at 8. We're going to blitz through 15 tournament wins. We're going to draft in a little bit for that. But we're going to bang out our 15 wins. And then instead of playing games with the audience or anything like that, we're going to jump right over to Carlton's stream. I'll be there. A bunch of other game changers are. And we're going to be talking about Madden Overdrive. So come to my stream. We'll then hop over to Carlton's. It'll be a good time. So after that, let's go ahead, hop in. We're going to do our draft. We'll talk draft strategy so you can put together a team that's going to be successful for this weekend tournament. And then we're going to hop into a rematch against the number 16 league in the world. I'm going up against 126 defense, facing a live counter. I will explain what a live counter is in that part of the video when we encounter it. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get this draft out of the way. So we're going to go ahead and hop in. This is a fast pass draft tournament, so all that matters is passing the ball. And there's two strategies, guys. If you're going for the 120 overall player, go offense heavy. You're going to have to spend a ton of tickets getting a bunch of wins. You're going to get your 15 wins. If you're just trying to get 15 wins and spend as few tickets as possible, that's what I'm doing, so you can kind of follow my approach, which is basically nail down the important positions on offense, like a quarterback, a tight end, a wide receiver, and then put the rest into building the nastiest defense you can build. So here we go. In the early rounds, I tend to value positions that I don't really need an elite player on, things like the offensive line. So let's take a look. We've got a center here, not that all impressive. I prefer to have good linebackers since I run a 3-4 team, but I won't mind taking Myles Jack here. He can be a decent 3-4 linebacker. You know, that way I don't have to draft 4 good linebackers here. Next one, let's see. We've got don't want a gold defensive end linebacker or wide receiver. So we're just going to take this guard. Offensive line, it's kind of a wasted pick, but you might as well, you know, get your offensive line up a little bit if there's nothing better there. Once again, don't need a slow gold defensive lineman. So we're looking at a center, and centers don't really pull. So I'm just going to go for offensive overall. Maybe it'll lower the counter percentage if it gets me just that extra offensive overall point. So moving in to round 4, our first elite round. Going to take a look. And don't really need wide receivers. I tend to favor tight end routes in these. Definitely don't need a halfback. Although Tevin Coleman's speed is decent. But slot attack's not in the game. So let's see. You know what? I don't want to risk not getting a quarterback. I'm going to take it, and if I have to replace it, if I get a good quarterback in the MVP round, I'll be okay with that. So we're going to go ahead and take Bradford, bang that out, make sure that it's there. So let's see. We've got 103 corner, 2 decent linebackers, and then a pretty solid defensive tackle. Tackles are more used for the run. They're not really disrupting the pass all that often. So even though he's a 107, I'm going to skip it. And honestly, I prefer the secondary, so I'm going to go ahead and take the first corner there in Nevin Lawson. Round 6 coming up. Let's see what we get. So, all right, so we've got offensive tackles, which we don't want. However, we do get a 110 overall Khalil Mack. That one's a no-brainer. Going to grab the 110. And looks like the game is going to slow down and lag a little bit for me here. So round 7, let's take a look. Austin Hooper, I have used him before, but whoa. Whoa. I mean, this one's a no-brainer, guys. I want a tight end, and Hooper's a good tight end, but 120 overall in round 7? Yes, absolutely. Welcome to the squad, Rodney Harrison. I'm not going to kick a gift horse in the mouth, and that is a good card. Let's see. Don't need offensive tackles, so we basically have a defensive tackle or a middle linebacker. We're going to go ahead and add Vincent Ray to the squad. Moving on to round 9. Still need a tight end. Definitely want a tight end. Brian Cushing, the card that some people are probably pretty salty about. Case Keenum. Not too happy with this round. It's pretty useless, actually. But I'm actually going to take, you know what? I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to take this DeMarco Murray because he's going to get that +8 overall, so just 108 player on offense. There's just nothing better there. Case Keenum's not really a big upgrade over Sam Bradford. So here we go. Next round. This is what I'm talking about. Some corners here. And we're going to go ahead and take the faster corner. Get that secondary beefed up. Still a little nervous that I don't have a tight end or a wide receiver yet. But I think there's probably still some time. And these are two slow wide receivers, or two slow tight ends. Not fast enough for me. So Allen Robinson, welcome to the squad. Not liking my draft offensively. In fact, I'm really not liking my draft all that much at all. Let's see here. That's a tough one. Because I still need some more at my secondary. But 110, 109 speed defensive end. Defensive ends are important, and that's going to make for a pretty nasty combination of ends. So welcome to the squad, Dean Lowry. Round 13, here we go. What have we got? We've got a linebacker, a corner, 2 safeties. And this safety is going to go into the strong safety position. And yeah, I'm happy here. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm going Gronk. I'm going Gronk. He's going to be in the position that I want. He's going to give +1 pursuit to the squad. Need something good here. And ooh. Schaub would be a good quarterback. I want a tight end, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But Night Train Lane is a nasty defender. That's a nasty defender. And he's going to boost my whole secondary. Some are going to knock me for this pick. But I want my defense better than my offense because I can make my offensive work. Let's hope we can get a tight end in the overtime rounds. All right, so let's see. Corner. Wide receiver. Middle linebacker. Gonna round out my secondary. Full secondary. Here it is. Got a full secondary. It's an all-pass tournament, so my defense is definitely going to be nasty. Jameis Winston. He's a lot faster. But honestly, I'm going to go ahead and add a linebacker. This is going to be a tough one, guys. Give me a tight end in the MVP round, and I'll be super stoked. All right. I did not get it. However, since I didn't get it, No tight end, which makes me a little upset. Hilton, these guys, Bettis, useless for me. Not going to be running the ball. I already have a halfback. I don't throw to wide receiver 2 all that much where it's going to be. And Goff is pretty fast, a big speed upgrade over it. So I think I'm going to finish with Jared Goff and make that improvement there. And that's how we're going to finish the squad. So the squad looks like that. We've got a running back and a wide receiver 1 as our target. We've got a nasty 101 overall defense. I am super, super happy about that secondary in an all-pass tournament. So that's what it looks like, guys. Gonna go ahead and end it there. Don't forget, enter the giveaway. Head to my stream tomorrow night where we're going to bang out this Fast Pass Draft tournament and then head over and have a bunch of game changers, chatting with you, kind of round table, just hanging out, talking Madden overload. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead, hop into some coaching. All right, guys, so we're going up against a league has no name again, number 16 in the world, and I'm going up against a 126 defense, and as you will see, I will be facing a live counter the entire time. And a live counter means that they see me driving on them during drive 1. They change up their game plan so that when I go in for drive 2, I'm facing a completely different game plan, all different counters, and then they do it again for drive 3. Somebody asked what a live counter was yesterday, so I wanted to go ahead and do that. Gonna start this thing off, gotta test it, trips corner strike. It is countered. This is the reason I like to open with it, because even if it's countered, you can get the ball away, worst case scenario, but you're not gonna lose yards. And there we go. See, critical counter, 100%, didn't lose yards, threw the ball away. 2nd and 10. We are going to go in here, and again, this is going to be a long video, guys, because in a top league, especially when facing a live counter, you are going to see me checking the film a lot, thinking through what I'm doing. So we're going to go bunch Z cross in here, and basically there's 2 routes that I like to look for on this one. One is the slot, which is Graham going on the corner route. The other is wide receiver 1, Jerry Rice, who's going to be running across the field on sort of a modified drag route here. So here we go. Gonna look to go to Graham. And that's my one knock on Baker Mayfield. His release is really slow. I tapped it to throw to Graham. He didn't get the ball off, so it sets up a 3rd and 13. Really thinking through. I'm on the right hash, which is kind of where I want to be. But, this is the first drive. This is where you're testing what your opponent has. So I finally settle on bunch flanker drive here. We've got man coverage. Against zone, I like to go to the wheel route to the running back. Against man, I like to go to wide receiver 1 or scramble. So here we go. Gonna look to hit Rice. And again, slow release, Baker Mayfield sets up a 4th and 13. Awful place to be. I'm at my own 10-yard line here. And I end up going with motion cross here. So motion cross, we've got man coverage on this one. It is not countered. Nickel zone is counter formation. This is nickel man. So I'm going to scramble to the left with Baker Mayfield here. You just have to set your blocks, which I step up in the pocket, set the block, roll out to the left, and there we go. I mean, we get the first down, bail ourselves out of an ugly situation, and we're going to go ahead and have to test some new plays here. So I'm going to go ahead and go with trips tight end, PA deep attack. We've got a dime zone coverage, which is counter formation. If it's not countered, we're going to go to Rice on the drag route. And unfortunately, 100% medium counter, get blown up. 2nd and 14. Going to go with a bunch halfback dive here. It's an inside run, but sometimes you just bounce it to the left. In this case, we're going to bounce it right through that hole, take it up the middle, and we get a first down. So 1st and 10. Once again, I'm going to be checking back in the film a lot. Don't be afraid to do that against a top league where you really need to score. If you're trying to maximize your score, it doesn't matter how fast you play. It matters how many points you score. So bunch Z cross in was not countered before. We've ran 4 plays since we ran it. We're going back to recycle again. So we're either going to look to go to Graham or Rice. So here we go. We run it. We've got Graham. And he hangs on to the ball. So we get a nice first down there off the play. And again, I'm going to be going back and checking, so I'll just talk to you while we're checking the film there. But the reason that it doesn't really matter how fast you play, granted, if you play fast, you can sometimes dodge the live counter. But at the end of the day, all that matters is points. So here we go. We are going to run bunch flanker drive again. Was unsuccessful last time because we got sacked. But in this case, we've got zone coverage. We're going to look to go to Lynch here. Set our block, and he sheds it so quickly. We get hit. 2nd and 16. Once again, going back, making sure that I check the films. Want to recycle as tight as possible within the script. So here we go. Going to go back. I don't have a play I can recycle, so we're going to go trips tight end halfback counter here. We get blown up. 100% hard counter. 3rd and 19. Don't really have a play that I can use that is not been called yet, so I think I'm going to have to test something new here. And in this case, I'm going to go with empty trips slant under. Really like this play on 3rd or 4th down. And the route that you really want to watch is your slot receiver. Graham in this case. That corner route, he tends to get wide open against man coverage, which we do have here. So as you'll see, he's going to go there. Gets separation. We hit him with a bullet. Didn't get the super win, but that quick movement right there lets us get away, and we take that in for our first touchdown. Going to use bunch spacing here. It is counter formation, and we just get blown up as his defensive line is too fast. So we're going to speed this thing up, hop right into drive number 2. It was a slow drive. We are going to be facing the live counter and then another live counter for drive 3. So we are facing 3 different game plans in this one match, which really requires some thinking. So 1st and 10, going to open with something, mainly just to check it. So I'm going to go bunch Z cross in. We used it twice on the first drive. This is counter formation here, and this is how we know as soon as it comes up with that 100% that we're facing a live counter. It was open last drive, not open this time. So I'm abandoning ship on everything I called last drive because I don't know what he countered, what he didn't. So it's time to test a new playbook. So we're going with spread FL drag here. I like to flip it. We're going to go to Ingram, the tight end, on the out route here. We hit him at the sidelines, get some yards after the catch, sets up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1 specifically. So once again, have to use new plays. Don't want to risk running something because I don't know what he chose to counter. In this case, we go fullback dive. I'm only looking to get a yard, and if it's not countered, that's a great play to get a yard. I normally don't run on 3rd, but I didn't anticipate that it was going to be countered. Going to go back and test trips corner strike. Sometimes when a play is 100% countered on drive 1, if they live counter you, sometimes they have to pull something out. So I'm testing here because I know that this is a counter breakable play. I'm testing to see if he pulled trips corner strike out. It's still countered. We don't know if it's a hard or soft yet. In this case, we get blown up. 2nd and 13, it was 100%. So that is not one of the plays that he pulled out. He's leaving it in. I'm assuming he's probably got trips corner strike and spread slot flags. That's a very common play. So we're going to go with trips tight end quick slant here. Looking to hit the tight end Ingram. He's either going to do a curl or an out. Against this coverage, he's going to go ahead and run an out. We hit him on that out route, throw out that stiff arm to grab some extra yards, and we're up to about the 45-yard line. So again, since we're facing the live counter, I'm going back, I'm recycling tight. Don't really have enough to do anything because bunch Z cross in would be the first available recyclable play. So in this case, we got to go with something else. Going to test a brand new 1st down play, and in this case, we are going to settle on empty trips, shallow cross. This is counter formation here. However, you can sometimes break lower mediums on this one. What you're going to do is hit your running back on that drag route. Looks like it's a lower medium. We hit Lynch. We go ahead and get the yards that we need, setting and it was 100% medium counter. 2nd and 4, we got 6 yards off of it anyway. So 2nd and 4, and we are going to not use the plays that we used last time. We're going to go strong eye halfback blast here. I was actually using this play intentionally because I wanted to give them some plays that I don't run a lot to try and bait them into the next play for a live counter. I could have went spread FL drag there, but I didn't want to use it yet. I wanted to save it because you can only use a play twice per drive. So in this case, going to go with spread PA outs. We're looking for cover 2 zone. In this case, we've got zone coverage, so we're going to be watching the 2 safeties. If they split, it's cover 2. If they both go towards one side, a corner is going to drop back, and you've got cover 3. If it's cover 2 zone, tight end is where we're going. Anything else, wide receiver 1, sometimes the tight end. So here we go. Safeties are splitting. We're going to Ingram. He's wide open. 100% green catch bar. And the ball is on the ground. Don't ask me. I don't know. But now we saved spread FL drag. Here's where we're going to use it. Decided I needed to use it here rather than trying anything else. We get Ingram there. Sets up a 3rd and 3. Going to go back. Check the rotation. Again, you guys get used to that. In top matches, I do this a lot, and I suggest you do it too. Don't give them plays to counter on the next drive if you don't have to. So we're going back to fullback dive. We get just what we need. Grab that first down, and we're feeling good going back to quick slants. This is counter formation here, but this play can sometimes break a low and median counter. We end up hitting Evan Ingram. Grab the first down, grab 8 yards, almost a first down. Very manageable situation. And in this case, we are going to go with curl flats. On curl flats, basically the read that you want to make is man or zone. So if it's man coverage, which we have, where the guys, where the corners took a little step, your best reads are going to be those curl routes. So in this case, I'm looking at Jerry Rice. Against zone, you're going to read your tight ends that are running out into the flat. Or your tight end in your slot. So here we go. We're looking for that curl route right there. We hit Jerry Rice. He catches it. First down, goal to go. And we're just going to go in, try a new run play. Weak eye double counter. It is not countered, so we just bounce this one, and there is nothing but open field all the way up to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal. Fullback flare. It's the money play when you're inside the 6-yard line. Completely broken coverage, and we're in for our 2nd touchdown on the day. We're going to go with strong eye halfback toss because we hit a high short pass percentage. We're trying to play the percentages, and even though it's not countered, nothing we can do. We get blown up, tried to throw out the truck. So there we go, hopping right into drive number 3, and once again, these guys were on it for the live counter. They were yesterday, they are today, and with this one, we get a pretty darn good kick return there. Pretty darn good. It's been a while since I've had a kick return that good. So since we're facing the live counter, he live countered me drive 2. There's no reason to think he's not going to do it again. So I'm changing the script. We're going bunch PA pin deep. I love this play, but I haven't used it yet in the first 2 drives. So here we go. We're going to look to hit Evan Ingram. Unfortunately, he gets hung up there. So we don't really get the breakaway that we want. Normally you can get a bunch of extra yards, but since he got tied up there, he kind of froze in place, didn't get separation. So normally don't like to run play action on 2nd down, but I'm anticipating that this play isn't countered because he's worried about countering stuff. I gave him enough plays on drives 1 and 2 that he's probably countering everything I've ran drives 1 and drives 2. Don't normally like to run play action on 2nd, but sometimes I'll take a calculated risk. In this case, I'm either going to go to the tight end on that deep drag route or the running back in the flat. One of them should get wide open. Flat is covered. Evan Ingram, we're waiting on him to break free. He gets free. He can't catch it. 3rd and 6. Again, we're going to have to go with something new. Going to go trips tight end, wide receiver corner. And on this particular play, the main 2 reads I like to look for are your tight end, Evan Ingram, on that out route, or Marshawn Lynch, your running back, on that angle route. One of them is going to get open. And in this case, Evan Ingram is getting separation there. And with that super win, we get a ton of extra yards. Moving down the field, 3rd drive, going to go back, check the film. Again, not enough plays to recycle. Again, I'm really focusing on the match at this point. So here we go. We are going to go with weak eye PA post. And my goal on this play is to take a free scramble, where basically I just shuffle to the line at a 45-degree angle. And once I pass the line, Mayfield's going to take off. Good play to do this on. Unfortunately, his defense is so fast that I just can't make it to the line. Almost. And if I would have got to the line, I would have been able to take off pretty quick. So 2nd and 11, going to try motion-wise stick here. It is counter formation. I did flip it. It can be counter broken by bulleting it to the slot. Doesn't always work with the drops in the game. However, here we go. It's countered and we got a high snap. Thankfully, we threw the ball away. 3rd and 11. Don't want to use motion cross, but I'm going to go with trips tight end flanker spot. This is a bit of a risk because it does pair with motion Y stick, but there's a lot of things that pair with motion Y stick. And the play's been left pretty open by other people in the league. So it's a calculated risk here that I'm going to take by ultimately settling on flanker spot, knowing that it does have a pair with motion-wise stick. But hey, sometimes you got to take calculated risks, and I know that if it's countered, I'm not going to waste my scramble. It is countered here, so this is counter formation, this nickel coverage. However, as long as it's not critical, you still have a chance. What you're going to want to do is throw it to wide receiver 1. If it's a lower medium counter, you can break it by going to wide receiver 1. So here we go. It's coming in. It's a counter. We're throwing it up. Rice one-on-one. And the GOAT comes down and gets the touchdown. We're going toss. It is not countered. So here we go. We get the blocks, and we finish 20 points on the day. 3 touchdowns back-to-back against a top 20 league. So feeling pretty good about it. Had live counters. These are fun matches for me, so we're going to stop it there, guys. So I know I talked about a lot in the intro, dropped my reaction video to the trailer for Madden Overdrive that drops for the upcoming season. But if you like this video or what I'm trying to do here on the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hang out for a week or two, track your scores. I promise they'll go up. If you implement smart play calling, down and distance management. And I'm going to have a ton of strategy content for you guys next year when Madden Overdrive drops. And if you want to see what I drop when I drop it, go ahead and hit that bell icon to join the notification squad. I love you guys. You are the best audience ever. I will see you tomorrow. CHF out.